The boy who suddenly turns rich overnight. 17-year-old Toby stared out the window of his grandmother's small mud brick house, watching the village merchant ride past in a shimmering silk agbada, his teeth flashing in a bright smile. "Grandma, why are rich people always smiling?" Toby asked, his voice thick with envy. Grandma didn't look up from peeling her yams when she responded, "Because their problems are expensive." I don't want expensive problems, Grandma. I just want the money. I don't want school. I don't want to work. I just want to wake up rich tomorrow," Toby muttered, tossing his school textbook onto the floor. Grandma finally raised her eyes, shaking her head. "That's what every lazy person says, because trouble finds them. If that's your dream, go to sleep. Maybe money will fall from the sky and land on your forehead." Taking a sarcastic advice literally, Toby stormed off to bed, praying fiercely for a shortcut out of poverty. Deep into the night, the temperature in the room plummeted. A strange metallic scent filled the air. "Toby!" a voice rasped from the shadow. Toby bolted upright, his heart hammering against his ribs. A frail old man with eyes that gleamed like polished brass stood at the foot of his mat. "Ha! Who are you?" Toby gasped. "The answers to your prayer," the old man whispered. "Answer to my prayer? Are you bringing money?" Toby asked, his eyes wide with surprise. "Better than money, Toby. Tomorrow, everything you touch will turn into gold," the old man said, smiling, revealing teeth made of solid silver. Toby's fear vanished, replaced by an intoxicating rush of adrenaline. "Everything? Even my slippers?" "Everything," the old man whispered. Toby grinned from ear to ear, gripping his chest. "Ha! Tomorrow, poverty will cry. Poverty will cry." The next morning, the sun had barely risen when Toby opened his eyes. Eager to test his new power, he reached out and grabbed his old cotton pillow. Poof! The fabric hardened instantly. The dingy white turned into a blinding, heavy yellow chunk of solid gold. Toby's jaw dropped. He lunged forward and slapped his wooden chair. It turns gold. He slid his feet into his rubber slippers. Immediately, it turns into a pure heavy gold. "Grandma, come and see!" Toby screamed, running into the main room. "I am richer than the king!" Grandma walked in, squinting at the blinding reflection bouncing off the walls. "Why is your room shining like a disco ball?" "Because I am rich now," Toby cheered, throwing his hands in the air. Grandma folded her arms, entirely unimpressed. Rich people don't usually scream this much." Ignoring her skepticism, Toby decided it was time to celebrate. He walked over to the kitchen table and picked up a loaf of agege bread. Poof! Toby's smile froze. The soft fluffy bread had turned into a rigid heavy golden brick. He bit down on it instinctively, nearly cracking his tooth. "Wait! Maybe it's premium bread," Grandma chuckled. "Grandma, I'm serious." Panic began to prickle at the back of Toby's neck. His throat felt incredibly dry. He reached for a clay cup of water, but the moment his fingers brushed the rim, the cup turned to gold and the water inside froze into a solid, unyielding yellow crystal. "Ah!" Toby shrieked, dropping the solid golden splash. "What happened now?" Grandma asked. "The water became gold too." "Ha ha ha. Congratulations," Grandma said without a hint of pity. "You are the first person to own a gold drink." "I'm hungry," Toby wailed, clutching his empty stomach. "Eat," Grandma replied. "I can't eat, Grandma." "Drink." "I can't." "Then admire your wealth," Grandma said calmly, walking out the door. Desperate and starving, Toby stumbled out into the village lanes. His mind was racing. How was he going to solve? As he walked, a neighbor's goat wandered across his path. "Meh!" The animal bleated softly. Toby, feeling utterly alone, knelt down. "At least somebody understands me," he whispered, reaching out to stroke its head. Poof! The goat forced even into metallic wires. Its eyes turned into glassy amber stones. It stood frozen on the path, a perfect lifeless statue. My goats! Yelled the village butcher, running out of his compound. It was an accident, Toby cried, backing away. How do you accidentally upgrade a goat? The butcher screamed. Within seconds, a crowd gathered. The villagers stared at the golden animal, then at Toby's shining slippers. He turned the goat into gold, villager 1 yelled. Catch him before he touches my wife, shouted villager 2, pointing an angry finger at Toby. A mob formed. Sticks and cutlasses raised. Toby turned and bolted back to his house, slamming the door behind him. Grandma, save me! He wept, pressing his back against the door. Grandma looked up from her sewing. Didn't you want to be rich? Not like this, Toby sobbed, staring at his own leather hands. That night, the room grew cold once more. The old man re-emerged from the dark. So, Toby, are you happy now? Toby looked at the old man with tear-stained eyes. Happy? I can't eat. I can't drink. I almost got arrested because of a goat. But you are rich, the old man pointed out. I'll trade all this gold for one plate of rice, Toby whispered, his voice trembling with genuine humility. Interesting, the old man murmured. Toby looked down at his golden hand. Being rich without wisdom is like owning a car without fuel. The old man smiled, his form beginning to fade back into the shadow. Now you are learning. The next morning, the village was quiet. The cows had vanished with the night. The pillow was cotton, the water was liquid, and the neighbor's goat was loudly chewing grass. Grandma walked into the living room and stopped dead in the track. Toby was sitting at the table, a pencil in hand, deeply engrossed in a thick textbook. What are you doing? Grandma asked, blinking in surprise. I'm reading. Reading? She asked over and felt his forehead. Are you sick? No, Grandma. Then why are you reading? Toby looked up at his grandmother. The hunger for quick wealth completely gone from his eyes. Because I finally discovered something, Grandma. And what is that? The shortcut to success usually takes longer than the real road. Grandma smiled, a warm, genuine expression that lit up her face. Finally, my grandson has a brain. Grandma! Toby protested. What now? She laughed, walking back to the kitchen. It's a compliment, my grandson. And that is the end of this story. If you've learned a lesson from this story, do not forget to share it in the comment section below. Like, follow and share it to your friends. Thank you for watching it till the end. Bye.